What's up, guys? Binaryftw here because Binaryftw is awesome, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Robot Wars Judgment. Last time, we began stage 27? 27. Surfacing. Well, we didn't begin it, but we didn't. What am I saying anymore? We continue that stage, and this time we're gonna do more of it. I'm using a Wii U controller this time because I can do that now. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. You can't stop me. I'm gonna do it. Yeah. Of course I am using an emulator. And the odd thing about this emulator is that it maps the D-pad and the control stick differently, and I wish that it didn't. Because sometimes I want to use the D-pad, and sometimes I want to use the control stick. Like this thing right now, I have to use the D-pad. I would much rather use the joystick, because I'm going diagonals. But, hey, what you gonna do? I really wish that these guys were lined up better for me to do a map attack. Oh well. I can attack. I'm gonna do that attacking thing. And probably miss horribly. School is starting soon, folks, so, I have no idea what my recording schedule will be. In other words, it's going to be exactly the same, except now it won't be my fault. So yeah, that's a thing now. I'm gonna try and keep... There you go, trying to use the control stick again. I may have to map the control stick. So yeah, I don't know how frequently videos will come out, or if at all. I'll try. Cypher can do... I might not need it. I'll go arrow rain. Lag the emulator. I think I mapped the... There's an emulator speed up button, and I mapped it to something weird because I didn't want to accidentally press it. But yeah, using a Nintendo controller, which is nice because it's wireless, and I already have one. Any other wireless thing would be like PlayStation stuff, and I don't already own a PS4 controller or an Xbox One controller, so I'd have to go out and buy one. I have a Wii U, so I already have a Wii U controller, so I don't need to buy that. It's also... I'm recording this on New Year's Eve. So yeah. Also, I'm looking after Z doggy, so if there is any barking, that is why. I'm sorry, I can't control her. She does what she wants. She's an animal! Specifically, she's a dog. Anyway, that was a terrible joke. I'm not even sure... That was so terrible, I'm not even sure you could call it a joke. Anyway. Yeah, it's been a while since I played this. Hopefully not a while since the last upload that I made. But it's been a while since I actually played the game. Because, I had recorded episodes that I just wasn't uploading for a while. You can probably can't eat this. Maybe. Potentially, possibly, perhaps. Get him, Hime! Do the thing! You got this! Yeah! Damn it! Screw you, game! Yeah, I'm taking a break from this, so I should be nice and ready for the funness, instead of me being just constantly bored. I go using the control stick again. I'm probably gonna map the control stick to that some other time. You know what? I'm sure not even the chain gun can do... not even the chain gun is that crappy. Nothing personal, but I've got... fuck it, it is that crappy! Damn it! Why is that even an option? It doesn't even do anything. Ugh! Fine, why don't you have strike? Focus. be right. Scan, gain. Assault. Which is a cool ability. Assault is really cool. Basically, it makes everything besides map attacks a, post-movement attack. Really handy. Not you, and not you. Well, let's try focus. I have had enough of your crap, good sir. For her to be bored. Blah! Blah! Yes! He has been successfully blawed. Yes. Up for the ship. Now we have strike. Let's try and have great, and get rid of this one. I don't know how much Mizinger Blade will do. While I think this will probably miss, I'm gonna try it. Oh yeah, there's no way that's not missing. I've just decided, screw it, I'm just gonna max out game volume and just lower it myself. Maybe one day I'll capture it at a volume that's... Oh, yeah, hit. Maybe one day I'll capture it at a volume that will allow me to not deal with that in post, but for now... It's what I gotta do, because I keep trying to just not record full, and then that doesn't work, as many of you already know. Oh, no! They're here, too. Do you really think this little operation of yours can stop Orphan? You's the big problem. He's the one who sold them the knowledge about Orphan. Don't mind the others. Now then, where is you hiding? That Grand Chers is that Jonathan, Glenn? Jonathan, over there. It's you! No, not you, audience. You. That guy. Right there. U-Brain is back! Wait. Last's brain is nowhere to be seen. You, what happened? Don't tell me he went for kamikaze attack. He's fine, but his brain is dead. Actually, it would be more accurate to say that he killed himself in a suicide attack on Orphan. So, yes, it was a suicide attack. Damn. I never realized brains hated Orphan so much. Archangel, take care of Lass. He's exhausted. Just let him sleep for a while, please. You finally made it, you! I was worried you'd run away. Jonathan, stop this already. You became a reclaimer to get revenge on Captain McCormick, right? She vanished into the sea along with the plate, all because she felt responsible. She's gone. You don't have to get other people involved in this anymore. I no longer have any qualms about that woman. Sentiments for one's parents can't be thrown away that easily. Ha! You told me that before that you made up your mind, but there's no way you could really sink Orphan with that kind of determination. Fills you with determination. If you were serious, you could just slip inside with a bomb and raise hell. There's no way that would sink Orphan. Ha! You. In the end, the reason you couldn't destroy Orphan is because your family's there. What a spineless wimp. As soon as I defeat you, the Asami family will fall into my hands. And then, Orphan will be mine! That's the Jonathan I was waiting to see. So daring. Stop this, Jonathan. Victory conditions, Jonathan shot down. Defeat conditions, warship shot down. You shot down. No, not you, audience. I've made that joke already. It's not funny. Anyway. Beam arrows. Oh, no. Actually, that one's out of range for that. I'm gonna try and move into map position, although that's probably not gonna work. No prob. I love Tenya. I think it's that she's sassy. That's probably it. Why do you care if I'm betraying your expectations? Isn't that a good thing for you? Alright, you. Can't wait for next stage. Next stage, next stage is weird. I'm not really sure how to do next stage that well. It just sort of works out in the end. Most of the times that I've done it. I feel like that lagged a little bit. I hope it didn't lag a little bit. Yeah, you got a level. And then we'll just get, Koji to just sort of shred this one. Become one with the paper. Zing. Zing. Bye-bye. God, I love Madsen Kaiser. Such a good unit. Oh, and now he's just got an attack buff. Have fun, enemies. Who has not gone yet? Nobody's not gone yet. Okay, ending turn now. Phase, end. I don't know why I did that. I really don't know why I did that. Raisins. Oh, right. Yeah, that. It's a thing. That's a thing! Well, we're gonna do the thing. We are gonna do that thing, which is about to be done. This ends here! Mr. Reclaimer, don't pretend you're as cool as Robin. Robin? No, not Robin. Morgan. Robin? Robin's the Avatar from Fire Emblem Fates. Speaking of which, there are many rants that I can make about Fire Emblem Fates. I like Fire Emblem Fates. It's just that I sort of just lost energy to play that game after basically the game just sort of broke its own rules and had a character plot die. And that character happened to be a character that I enjoyed using, and so I just can't find a way to replace him. It'd be like if Koji disappeared permanently. Just like I'd be hard-pressed to find a replacement for him, because I'm so attached to that character. And just gone. And that's the thing is that Fire Emblem, you're only supposed to do that if units die, and they've added, like, a casual mode, which I have to play on, because I don't like losing characters, and I'm also terrible at strategy games. Ugh. I also have a rant about the casual mode. Like, I'm glad it exists, but I wish it were better. Like, do something like Super Robot Wars. Have some sort of medical costs associated with the unit, so that when I lose a unit, I just don't get them back for free. Like, that's what irritates me about casual mode, is that I need to play with it, but it's too casual. Like, I want an in-between. Which brings me back to another Fire Emblem Fates rant. They didn't do an in-between, they made an easier mode! Ah! That is the opposite of what I wanted you to do. You couldn't see me, but I was doing, About 50 Ninjas' patented, what do you want from me, thing. It involves flapping my hands about wildly. What do you want from me? Anyway. And then there's the translation. The fan translation of that game. Oh boy. I don't know if I've talked about that one before, but might as well do that now since I don't have much else to talk about. So, tactical RPG community. I hate the tactical RPG community. Instead of translating perfect games, like the Fire Emblem games that haven't come out in English yet, or basically all Super Robot Wars games, they'd instead decide to focus their time on making fan translations of games that already have official translations. What the fuck? What the fuck? Community. Like, ugh. Ugh. I think that's most of it. It's not so much that I have a bunch of rants, or long rants, as much as they're rants that really, really piss me off, or just confuse me in a way that pisses me off. Like, why can't we have more of these games in English? Oh, and don't get me started about the Super Robot Wars community on that stance. Like, oh, it's not so bad. All you need is to translate the menus, except that half of the games are text. Like, half the game is plot that I don't get to know because there's no fan translations. The best, for most of them, is just menu translations, which is silly because the menus, as people correctly say, are the easiest part to translate. I mean, there's at least a few that have unit translations, but those are usually buggy because they don't translate the whole thing, which means they don't have, like, a dedicated font for that, so sometimes you have stuff that exceeds text. Oh, I have a really funny story, actually, in regards to that. Super Robot Wars R, I tried playing that. The game is kind of buggy. Like, there's a bug that's really annoying that involves, when you don't have a unit defend, sometimes that unit can be placed under... Sometimes that unit gets placed on top of the unit that it would support defend for, and that's really annoying because that unit basically, for that turn, no longer exists. And the thing is that you don't want all units to take hits for other units, because some units can tank better. So if you if you want the tank unit not to be blocked by the not tanky unit, you're out of luck. I've been ranting too much. I haven't been paying attention. I've just been seeing people attacking, and I haven't really been paying attention to how many people have actually gotten hit. Which is not a good thing. I'm a specialist. That's actually a thing that he says, by the way. Sosuke's always like, I'm not an amateur. I'm a specialist. Don't worry, everyone. I'm a professional. Basically that. Wah! Where'd you come from? Oh, you came from the top left. Okay. Here, take an entire... Take, Lasner's everything to the face. But yeah, hopefully this fixes that volume problem. Because I like this game's music. I like its sound effects. And it's just such a shame that, like, now have a bunch of videos for this series out that don't have sound. Or barely have sound. Like, I'll continue this, because this is a long game, and I do not want to have to restart this. Like, for those of you who don't know, I tried doing, Mega Man NT Warrior, or NT Warrior, that's the anime, Mega Man Battle Network, a while ago, and there was a couple problems. Like, I kept having, like, display problems, and then in addition to this, really what the last straw was, dear, mouse gonna get hit. Well, let's see what happens. The final straw on that project was that I accidentally hit the start button and skipped a cutscene. And I really, really did not want to have to redo that, so yeah. Mao. Why can't you dodge? Why can't you hit? Although these are not brain powers, these are Grand Chers, so I shouldn't be too surprised about that. You also get to take Lasner's everything to the face. Yes, I am here. I'm also going to try and make these shorter. It'll make these easier to record. Wah! Whack, whack, pow, bam, sound effects. Blah! He's dead. Okay, we've seen enough death animation this episode. I'm sort of gonna retreat back this way. Oh, I get to attack anyway. Cool. You got this now. She probably doesn't have this, but I can dream, Harold. Hey, she maybe has this. Bye. I like Grand Chers, at least in this game. I don't think they look kind of eh. Like I've seen like actual art from the show, and it looks kind of eh. But I mean, I like their sprites in this game. They're pretty all right. I'm not gonna trust the head-mounted Gatling guns again. I mean, I say that now, but I'm probably gonna try it again on some future date, and it's still gonna fail me. Because you expect it to do some damage, but it really doesn't. Granted, they basically have a barrier, so that's probably it. It probably would have killed it if it didn't have a barrier. It's just so meh. Let's snipe this one out of the sky. Well, not out of the sky, but snipe it. Shazam! Those moves! That giant robot can dance! Whoa! Anyway. What am I saying? What am I doing? Well, probably not playing well, because that's never something that I'm doing. Maybe you were almost dead. That probably won't work. Okay. Okay, let's sword you. Potentially sword you. Don't wanna commit to this whole me hitting thing, because that can happen. No! Refuse. Make me. Ah, blah, blah. That's what I thought. Nah. You tell him, you guy, you. Yeah. Told him. How dare you? Oh, I dare. Yeah. I will say, I'm not sure, like, I've tried using the D-pad on the Wii U controller, and while I like the Wii U controller, and I'm fine using the D-pad in Wii games, it just... something seems really off when I try to use it in, for PC games. Granted, it's probably going to be really hard to set the up, down, left, right for the control stick, but I'll try that after this recording session. Damn you! That guy was funny. I like that guy. I'm gonna name him Kevin. That's a bit of a waste, I think. Maybe. Potentially. Possibly. Perhaps. Roger, roger. Yes! Well, it's quite clearly possible, because I just did it. Well, well, I'll give it the rest of this turn. Maybe. You know what? No. Until next time, everybody, where we will, I think, finish this stage. I think this is the last wave of them. Maybe not finish, but at least get almost there. So, until then, everyone,